Is your exercise regime no longer giving you the results it used to? It does not mean your routine is useless. It just means that you have hit an exercise plateau, and we're going to show you how you can punch right through it.
Get ready for the evolution of free weights.
Have you stopped achieving the results you usually get from your exercise regime? We all have a list of goals when we join an exercise regime. Goals that must be achieved at all costs. No excuse will do. And we push, sweat, work out, eat right, hydrate, and watch with a smile as those weighing scales come down, those biceps begin to swell, those jeans fit a lot better, and running that extra mile seems easier than before. And just when the world was starting to look like a better place, suddenly you have a headlong collision with the big, bad exercise plateau. Nothing can be more frustrating to a dedicated exerciser than this. An exercise plateau is that point in your fitness regime where you simply stop making the progress that you were making earlier. This usually happens 6 to 8 weeks into any regime. And don't worry, it really does happen to us all. So if doing 200 crunches a day was helping you improve the tone of your abs before, now it just about maintains them and you can't improve on them any further. Or if running at a constant speed for 3 kilometers every other day brought your weight down from 72 to 65 kgs, it no longer seems to be helping you towards your target weight of 60. Why is this happening? To understand this, we have to better understand the amazing piece of technology that our body is. Within the many systems that work in sync to make you move, your body also has an inbuilt defense mechanism designed to protect you from overexertion by maintaining equilibrium. The body is beautifully adaptive to change, but when you subject it to the same workout with the same goals in mind day in and day out, the body starts to resist the changes that are happening, finds an equilibrium and tries to maintain it. And bang, you have hit the exercise plateau. So who does this happen to? Absolutely everyone. From rank beginners to high-performance athletes to dieters to regulars at the gym, the plateau, it spares no one. But don't despair, because if you can recognize the signs of plateauing early enough, you can shake it off that much faster. Look out for sudden fatigue and low motivation. These are warnings that you are overexerting in the hope of achieving those goals faster than your body can cope. And in all probability, if you don't watch out, there's a plateau around the corner. And whether your goal is weight loss, weight gain, muscle growth or strength gains, if your fitness logs show that you have stopped progressing, then you are already there. So what do you do if you've hit a plateau? Keep an exercise journal and check on a few things first. So, have you been overworking the same muscle group? Muscles need at least 72 hours to recover, and if your muscles are not well rested, they will become overworked and will not give you the results you are looking for. Secondly, are you overtraining yourself? Consistently working out for more than an hour, especially when you are doing strength training, will result in overtraining. Remember, the goal of training is to train your muscles, not to murder them. Thirdly, are you eating enough? As you increase your physical activity, your body's caloric and protein requirements will rise. 3 square meals a day often don't cut it. If you find that you are hungry in between meals or throughout the day, you're seeing a clear sign of inadequate food consumption. Fourth, do you think you need a break? If you have been training hard for 3 to 4 months and you're feeling exhausted, tired, unmotivated, time to take a vacation from training. it's equally important to rest. Fifth, are you sleeping enough? Your body needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep to actually rebuild itself. And if you're not giving it that, you're not going to have the energy levels that you need to keep going in the gym. So if you really want to punch through that plateau, make sure you've got all these points in place and then shake up your routine a little. Try it with the FITT principle. If you have hit a plateau, change the way you exercise and do it using the FITT principle. FITT stands for frequency, intensity, time and type. And changing one or several of these in your exercise regime can make all the difference. FITT can prevent a plateau from occurring, and if you are already in the rut, it can help you punch right through it. So increase or decrease how often you work out. Increase or decrease the level at which you train. Change the length of time you train for and cross-train, or change the type of workout that you are constantly doing. Let's take a squat regime for example. If you are no longer getting results, play around with FITT. Change the frequency and hit that muscle more often than before. Twice, maybe even thrice a week. Play with the intensity by combining this change with lesser weights and more repetitions to build on your endurance, or just once a week with more weight and lesser reps to build on muscle mass. If you're going for endurance, you can play with time by doing an entire minute workout without rest. And change the type by shifting into plyometric mode, for example. Changes like this will not only punch you right through that plateau, it will launch you much further along your path to achieving your goals. FITT can be incorporated in so many ways. Take the classic bench press for example. If you're stuck on the maximum weight you can lift, try rejuvenating the muscle by moving it differently. The pectoral chest muscle is a massive pushing muscle, but it can also adduct. Alternating your routine with pectoral adduction will employ the same muscle in a different way and will translate in massive improvements the next time you hit the bench press. Runners often hit the performance plateau, and adding sets of high-intensity interval training sessions can work wonders. Cross-training your running with cycling or swimming will also help, as will calisthenics and weight training with squats, lunges and deadlifts. Plyometrics and running on an incline are small shifts that will go a long way in helping you break that barrier. So if you ask me, I don't think plateauing is all that bad. It just means that your body has responded so well to your exercise regime that it's actually found a new equilibrium. But now it's time for change. And you'd be amazed at what a little shake here and a little stir there can do for the technology that is inbuilt in us all.